this morning um, to create a video, and I'm gonna voice over it and just tell you guys about the trip, what we saw, what we did, and everything. So that is currently being worked on, and I hope to upload that here in the next couple weeks. But we flew in last night and got in. Our plane got in a little after 7, and we got home close to 8, I believe. And we got home, we flew into some snow, so that was fun. So we had a nice, relaxed night with some snow. Woke up to some snow and just have been taking it very slow today. And thankfully the jet lag didn't hurt last night. We were able to go to bed around 10 and sleep through the night. So we'll see what the next couple days brings in regards to jet lag. But for today's video, we are going to do a NFL Wildcard Weekend prediction video. This will be a mix of who I think's going to win slash who I would like to win. Well, yeah, and I'll explain it more or what I like when it comes to the game, who I'm cheering for, but who I think's gonna win. I guess that's a better way to put it. Who I'm rooting for to win, but also who I think is going to win. Clearly, I am a Panthers fan by my hat, and unfortunately, they did not make it into the playoffs. But you know what? The season ended a lot better than it started, so I am happy about that. I am feeling much better at the end of this season than I did the last few seasons. So, that's good. But this isn't about the Panthers. This is about teams that are in the playoffs. But I do feel like the future is bright for the Panthers. Bryce Young turned it around the second half of the season, which I was very happy about. I am feeling very good about him moving forward. Feeling good about Dave Canales. Feeling good with the direction the Panthers are headed. So, with that being said, let's look at the teams who are in the playoffs. Today, it's close to 3 right now. And the first game's Texans and Chargers, and that starts at 4:30. So I'm planning to upload this video either before the game starts or during that game. But with that being said, let's get the games pulled up and see who we have. So, here we go. Today we have the Texans taking on the Chargers in Houston. We have the Steelers taking on the Ravens in Baltimore. We have the Bills taking on the Broncos in Buffalo. And then we have the Vikings taking on the Rams. And I believe that was in LA, but it's been moved to Arizona. And then we have the Commanders taking on the Buccaneers in Tampa Bay. And then the Packers in Philadelphia taking on the Eagles, with the Chiefs and Lions having that bye. So, with that being said, we will start with the first game, which is the Texans versus the Chargers. Now I'm going to take the Chargers in this one, both as the team I would like to win and the team I think is going to win. I think they're going to win, honestly, just because I feel like they've got a good team. Justin Herbert's playing well. He's a good quarterback. Jim Harbaugh's there, and they've, the previous years, they've been one of those teams that they always, I don't know, they can never get over the hump. But I feel like with Jim Harbaugh coming in there, what he's done, he's that piece that's gotten them over the hump. And so I think they'll be able to get it done today against the Texans. And I think the Texans, I just don't feel like this season, I haven't really kept up with them much, but I haven't really felt like I've heard a lot of hype around them. I feel like they've been one of those teams that have just been you know. Now I did have Nico Collins in fantasy football, and he did work for me when he was playing, for the most part. He had a few down weeks. But I just feel like they're one of those teams that have sort of been underwhelming, especially with the hype they had last year. Now I could be totally wrong about them, and if I am, you can correct me, and they might prove me wrong today. They could come out and just dominate the Chargers because they have playoff experience from last year, which the Chargers, Justin Herbert, I believe, has only been to the playoffs once, and that was when they lost to the Jaguars. They blew it in the second half to the Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence. So I believe that's the only playoff experience they have. You, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. So, and the Texans, they won last year the first round, and then I believe lost in the second round. Yeah, I feel like that's right. So I could be wrong on this. The Chargers could fall apart, and the Texans could be a lot better than what I feel like they are. But anyway, I'm taking the Chargers, both as the team I would like to win, and as the team I think is going to win. Next, we have the Ravens and Steelers. I'm excited about this game. I will be watching it tonight, and I'll be watching both these games, hopefully. But I do think the Ravens are going to beat the Steelers. I just think they're the all-around better team. I think the Steelers are not that good of a team. I think they are much more pretenders. I think the last 4 weeks of them losing has been more of who they are than the beginning of the season where they were dominating. I think the Steelers are always, they're similar to the Cowboys for me, where there's always a lot of hype around the Steelers, but nothing ever comes of it. So I think the Ravens are going to handle them easily. Honestly, I think I don't think it's going to be close. I think the Ravens are going to dominate. I think Derrick Henry will have a day. Now they don't have Zay Flowers playing for the Ravens. That could hinder them. So that might make it closer. But I still think the Ravens will handle and take them down. Yeah, so I think the Ravens are gonna win that one. All right, Bills versus the Broncos. I've been hearing a lot of people say this is gonna be an upset and are thinking the Broncos will beat the Bills. I don't think that's gonna happen. And I think the Bills will take care of the Broncos. I think Josh Allen has been on a freaking tear this season. I think he should be the MVP. A lot of people are saying Lamar Jackson should be the MVP. I think Josh Allen has not carried the team. I think the team as a whole has just been great this season, but I think Josh Allen is a big reason for that. So I do think Josh Allen should be the MVP. And I do think they will beat the Broncos. And I also would like them to beat the Broncos. Still have hard feelings against the Broncos for Super Bowl 50. And I also do not like Sean Payton at all. He's one of my least favorite. He's probably my least favorite coach in the NFL right now. I think Bo Nix is a good quarterback. I think he is the future of the Broncos. I think they got a great pick in him. And I think give it a couple years and they'll be a dominant team in the NFL. But I think it's a little early. I think Bo Nix is going to have some trouble against the Bills tonight. And yeah, so, and I recognize Sean Payton's greatness. He's a good coach. wish it worked out here in Carolina with Baker Mayfield. If we had Dave Canales as our coach and Baker, I think it would have worked out a lot better here. And I think if we had an extra season, like he got traded here right before training camp, so he didn't have as much time. And also our coaching staff was just, Matt Rule is not it. So I think there were a lot of reasons why it didn't work out here. But I would have loved if it had worked out here for Baker. But I'm glad he's having success in Tampa Bay. I'm glad that's the team he landed on. I like Tampa Bay. I really do. I know they're in the same conference as my Panthers, but I really like them. I root for them whenever they're not playing us. So I want them to win. But that Commanders team, man, Jaden Daniels he's been killing it his rookie year, and they're a fun team. They are a fun team. And they are electric, but I think I'm going to go Tampa Bay. This could be biased just because I want them to win, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Commanders won. But they have more experience. I think that'll help them. Do I really think they're going to win, or am I just letting... They have Mike Evans. Yeah, they got Mike Evans. Alright, I'm going Buccaneers. Baker and Mike Evans going off. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. I'm not... Yeah. Okay, moving on. I think it'll be close, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Commanders won. This is the only one where I'm like, it could go either way. It could go either way. I want the Buccaneers to win, so I'll pick the Buccaneers. Alright, last one. Packers and Eagles. Christian Watson's out for the year, so he's not playing. Jordan Love is playing, but I believe he's playing hurt. I'm gonna go Eagles. I think the Eagles will. Yeah, I don't think it'll be close. I think the Eagles will handle it. Saquon has been insane this year. My biggest regret is not drafting him in fantasy football. And he was one of those players I had a gut feeling about. And but I went with what the experts were saying in Breece Hall. I took him 4th overall. And I was hoping to be able to get Saquon in the 2nd round. Didn't happen, obviously. But anyway, Saquon's been awesome this year. It's been fun to watch. But I do think the Eagles will handle the Packers and take care of business. And I don't think it's going to be close. I think that's going to be a blowout. And I think the Ravens-Steelers will be a blowout. The rest of the games I do think will be close. But I think the Eagles will be a blowout and the Ravens will be a blowout. So then, if I am correct, the divisional round would be Ravens, Bills, Chargers, Chiefs, Rams, Lions, Buccaneers, Eagles, which would all be great games, I think. So I hope I'm right, because this whole lineup of games is fantastic, and I would love to see it. Yeah. So, hey, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We have about a little over an hour before the Chargers-Texans starts off, so we are going to end this here and go edit it and upload it, but I appreciate you guys tuning in. Like I said, I'm excited to be back with you guys, making more videos. More videos are coming, and I'm excited about the ideas I have for videos to come. Like I said, I'm working on the Europe video, and then now I'm compiling the videos and everything, and then I have a bunch of other ideas of videos I like to make. So anyway, thank you for tuning in today. I hope you guys enjoy Wild Card Weekend, and we will see you next time.